Today someone asked me if I love being a mom, and I hesitated. And then I felt so guilty that I couldn't just say, I love being a mom. Now don't get me wrong, I love my daughter so much, and there are days when I do have that euphoric, like I love being a mom feeling, but there are also days when I can't stop crying long enough to read her a book. There are days when I feel completely numb. I'm like, I know I should be feeling something, like happy, sad, something, but I feel nothing. Months 1 and 2 of my daughter's life were euphoric. I was exhausted, but there was this adrenaline rush, and the postpartum depression had not hit me at that time, and I just loved it. I remember walking around my house like literally crying because I was so thankful to be a mom. And then month 3 hit, and with it, the adrenaline faded, postpartum depression kicked in, and I was still completely and totally exhausted and feeling trapped. I just felt like I couldn't function. And my husband was like, you need to get in and see your counselor like ASAP. And so I set up an appointment with my counselor. It was actually incredibly helpful. As I was processing and talking with him, he was like, I think what's making the depression even worse is that you're trying so hard to be in control, and right now there's a lot of things that you can't control. And that was so true. I'm an A-type personality. I want to be in control. I want to have a plan, a schedule, know exactly what's going to happen. And there's a lot that's up in the air when you have a baby. And letting go of that was hugely helpful for me. I also started exercising every day. And gosh, I tell you, I've never loved exercise so much. I used to hate exercise, and now it's like my lifeline. Like I have to exercise to get that flood of endorphins to make it through my day. And trying to get out of the house each day has been so helpful too, to just pick myself up and force myself to get dressed and go somewhere, even if it's just to get a latte at Starbucks. But there are still days when people come up to me and say, do you love being a mom? Do I love my daughter? Yes. Do I love being a mom some days? Yes. But are there days when it is just exhausting? Yes. So what I wish people would ask me instead was, how are you doing? To which I could simply say, well, we're both alive, and that's victory enough for today.